Hey, what's going on, guys? So I don't think we've ever had this situation before. Intelligence Systems did something, I don't know how to even describe it, disgusting I guess. Ayra's stats that were data mined a few days ago were Ayra's 4-star stats, so most people assumed that she was going to be a Tempest Rouge reward or some type of free-to-play unit. Then they dropped the Holy War banner because everyone was hyped about Sigurd. Then they put Ayra in her own banner with Loxodon, who by the way sucks ass, and Eldrigan, who is basically budget Sigurd at this point. He's also there to block everyone from pulling Ayra. Yeah, that's kind of messed up, to be honest. I'll talk more about it at the end of this video, but for now I'm going to review only Ayra because she's the only new unit from this banner. Then like always, I'll show you my builds. Building her should be very straightforward because of how good her kit is. Alright, so Ayra at max level has 41 HP, 33 attack, 37 speed, 31 defense, and 21 resistance. Her BST is 163, which is the highest for a sword infantry unit. It's tied with Tobin and one more than Gray. Her attack is quite decent. 33 isn't high or low. It's good enough for me considering her other stats. 37 neutral speed is crazy. She's technically the third fastest sword unit, one less than Athena, two less than Long Q. However, her weapon grants her 3 speed passively, so it's actually base 40 speed, making her the fastest unit in the game with her weapon equipped. But that's not all. We also need to respect her defense. 31 is the 4th highest among sword units, which is the same as Crom's. I think the best 2 units to compare her with are Athena and Gray. Her spread is very similar to Athena's, really fast, physically bulky with decent attack. This kind of stat spread is great for units that rely on special procs, kind of similar to Nephine's kit. Not only can these heroes double a lot of enemies, but they're bulky enough to tank a few counter hits in between the doubles, which builds up their special charges faster. Moving on, Gray. If you see my Holy War banner review, I compare Sigurd's stats with Brave Roy's. Gray is Sigurd in this situation and Ayra is Brave Roy. The faster hero excels in player phase combat, while the one with middling speed is better used during the enemy phase. In this case, Ayra isn't that bad on the enemy phase because her physical bulk is quite decent. Her resistance is really bad, but she should still be able to survive most red and green mages because she has good HP and insane speed. Her weapon is Ayra's Blade, is unique and has 16 might, grants 3 speed, and the effect says if unit speed minus foe speed is greater or equal than 1, gain special cooldown charge plus 1 per attack. Her weapon is basically Roy's Blazing Durandal, but based on speed instead of attack, or a speed version of the skill Heavy Blade. This effect is perfect for Ayra. With the 3 extra speed from her blade, she's the fastest unit in the entire game, so this effect is almost guaranteed to activate unless your Ayra is minus speed. Note that this effect works on both phases, but it only activates whenever Ayra attacks. Her special is Ragnall Astra. It's unique and cannot be inherited by anybody else. 2 charge cooldown, and by the way, it costs 500 SP, which is the same as Ether and Black Luna, so you'll get some good arena points from Ayra, especially since her BST is really high. It boosts damage dealt by 40% of unit speed, so if we consider her entire kit, with neutral 40 speed and Swift Sparrow, she's granted 17 bonus damage and 18 with plus speed IVs. That's a little bit more than the normal Iceberg and Draconic Aura and Bonfire for most units. Usually those specials deal about 15, but the big thing to take away here is the special cooldown. It's 2 charge, not 3. Like, imagine if Bonfire was 2 charge, did 10% more damage, and is even good for arena points. This special is just something else. Let's talk about how it synergizes with her weapon. If you're using Ayra to initiate, then the 2 charge special is reduced down to 0, then the enemy counterattacks, which essentially means that she's wasting 1 charge. It actually doesn't matter because the cooldown is so low and it's guaranteed to proc every single fight anyways. In Desperation, it means that Ayra can proc Ragnall Astra every single fight before the enemy can counter. With her base kit and plus speed IVs, she is able to 1-round KO tons of meta heroes. It includes all versions of Cordelia, Tana, Ryoma, Ike, and even brings the big Black Knight down to 2 HP. If you give her Seal, Summoner support, or buffs, then I'm sure she can kill the Black Knight as well. A skill is Swift Sparrow, B skill is Desperation. I went over these skills just a tiny bit earlier. These 2 skills are great together considering her stats. Swift Sparrow is the best A slot skill for her because it gives her the boost in attack and speed while preserving her great physical bulk. Combined with Desperation and Ragnall Astra, she's going to be a player phase powerhouse. So Ayra, I think everything about her is just bonkers. Her stats, weapon, special, skills, and even her art. If you can remember some of the matchups I showed earlier, she is a red unit that is able to 1-round KO tons of the top heroes in the game despite their color. Her only weakness is magic, but that shouldn't be a problem if you just keep her out of range and only use her during the player phase. A dancer with Wings of Mercy will definitely be her best ally. The main boons you want to get are attack and speed. Plus speed actually gives her more wins at full HP and in Desperation range. However, plus attack will be just as good. The main bane is resistance. It's her weakest stat and you shouldn't be using her to tank any form of magical attacks. So this is a pretty obvious build for her because most of it is her default skill set. She basically comes out of the box with the best cookie cutter 1-round KOing build. I believe she can kill every single green unit besides Brave Ike with a specific build. Ike needs Ignis and Quick Impulse in order to kill Ayra on the counterattack. Other than that, she kills basically all the greens, 90% of the reds, and deals major damage to blue heroes with average physical bulk. Wrath is viable on her because she does have the defense to survive some counter hits, but for the most part I think Desperation should be good enough. Beast Smoke is her best C skill. It's obviously hard to get because it's only on Sagard so far, so Threat and Speed is fine. For seals, I would recommend giving her any variant of Phantom Speed to synergize with her weapon effect. If your Ayra is plus speed, then you might not need the extra speed from Phantom Speed, so you could just give her the speed plus 3 or attack plus 3 sacred seals. Both of those will give her more damage. Alright, that will be the only build I recommend because it's cheap and very effective. She is viable with distant counter. She's actually faster and physically bulkier than Fury Ryoma even with distant counter equipped. The difference is that she has 3 less resistance because of Fury, or else they would have had the same HP and resistance. If you want to make the most out of her weapon, I think you should just stick with her default skill set. I'm just going to say that I think Ayra is the best sword unit in the game right now. Ryoma is a bit better for defensive teams, but there's no question that Ayra is the better unit when it comes down to 1-round KOing. Like I said in the Holy War banner, the heroes that are OP are not the ones that can defend 90% of the cast, it's the ones that can kill 90% of the cast. So Ayra is definitely in that category. Last thing I want to mention is that a lot of people are upset about the whole Ayra is in a banner situation. The only thing that kind of annoys me is that Intelligence Systems didn't put Ayra in a promotional trailer to at least give players a heads up. Trailers are meant to showcase the new units that are coming soon so players can, you know, save their orbs to summon their favorite unit. Ayra was hinted at the end of the trailer, but so was Clive. And you guys should know he ended up being a Tempest Trials reward. Yeah, I don't know, bro. If you are upset, then I would recommend sending feedback to the company. I'll post a link in the description and comments. Also, if you haven't already, follow my Twitter and join my Discord if you want to interact with me. I'm pretty active on both of those platforms. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.